progress on for days, and that is the missing 777 airplane in Asia. And have you ever you've flown on many 777s? You go back and forth from Florida all the time,
Right.
Have you ever seen how big one of those things is from the outside?
They're massive.
Yeah, it's
scary.
like Kim Kardashian's ass.
Maybe a little smaller,
It's that big.
but just as sturdy.
Yeah.
And carries less people. Just kidding.
Well, what do they fit? Like 400 people on one of those planes?
Kim
if
or
it's
the
full?
plane? I don't know. A lot. It looks like the size of a football field, and it looks very intimidating.
Yeah, so we still don't know where it is. It just literally vanished
I
off
don't
the
know how
planet.
that happens, but it happens.
Yeah, let's see Siegfried and What's Left of Roy pull that one off.
I had no idea until we talked to the aviation expert yesterday, who said that Mr. Baker said,
Mike Baker, yes.
yeah, he said that this is actually, it's not common, but it has happened. And I did not realize with I believe it was Air France, it took 2 years
to figure out what happened. Yeah, and that was largely pilot error on that flight.
Oh, boy.
But this is a different aircraft, though. That was an Airbus. That's a European model. That's a big one, too. But this one is a very safe airplane, the 777. And the one that happened up in San Francisco, the crash with Way Too Low and Holy Fook, when they crashed it into the wall, that was pilot error. So you can't blame the airplane on that.
So we got the pilots, before they go up, are they drinking? Are they depressed? There's a lot of things going on.
Well, people are focused on the pilots, and people are also focused on 2 Iranians.
Again? I thought we dismissed them yesterday.
Well, there's new information that's come out that is putting them back in the spotlight. And I don't know if we can certainly use this information to say, well, they had something to do with it. But
let's speculate.
It's reckless speculation. This is talk radio.
We are
Why
good
not?
at that.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, they talked to the guy in Malaysia who hosted the 2 Iranians with stolen passports at his house before they got on the plane.
Okay, and red flag right away. Stolen passport. I got issues with that. But go ahead.
Yeah, so they had the stolen passports. He claims he didn't know that they were there on stolen passports. He thought everything was kosher, although that may be the wrong word to use when you're talking about Malaysia, but you know what I'm talking about here.
And possibly Muslims.
Yeah, so anyway, he went to high school with one of them, and I'm not going to pronounce any of their names because they look like eye charts. But he went to high school with one of them. There was a 19-year-old and a 29-year-old. So he said that he drove them to the airport where they used those stolen passports to get on the plane. And he said he did not know the men were using stolen passports until the news story broke, and the mother called him and told him about it. So he then called Malaysia Airlines and told them everything that he knew. He said that, and this guy, again, we're not going through his name.
I mean, I can help you out. My friend is from Iran. Give me this. Let me see.
Oh, here we go.
Ahmakabishu. It's not good.
Yeah.
No one knows. Azizam. Does anyone here know what I'm talking about? No. Ahmakabishu. I just insulted so many people. Nobody knows. It's fantastic.
Well, after
Let
the
me
A
give
and
it
the
right
H,
here.
there's a phlegm.
Let me give. Okay. So Pariah Noor Mohammadi and Reza. Reza is pretty. Come on. That's like Mike. Reza. Don't
Yeah,
you watch Shaws
maybe
of
an
Sunset?
Encino.
Reza Devalar, please. He's from Iran. Pariah. Yeah, it's really not that hard.
All right, you're picking and choosing the easy ones, though.
Chief Khalid Abu Bakar. Hello. Ahmakabiju. Go ahead.
There you go. All right, so anyway, he says that when they were staying at the house, he heard them talking on the phone to some guy named Ali.
Very good pronunciation.
Yes, well, I did that one right.
Yeah.
And he said that when they were talking on the phone for a very long time, they were speaking in Persian in their room. And I heard them say, okay, Ali, in Persian.
Okay, Ali is
And
how
he's-
it would sound. I'm just reenacting it.
He said he didn't understand it because it was like 5 seconds. He went into the room to take water from the fridge, and they came out and said, be quiet, we're talking. Mm-hmm. So they snapped at the guy who was hosting them at the house because they were talking on the phone to Ali, and they didn't want him to disrupt the phone conversation with Ali. So that's kind of strange. Mm-hmm. You're staying at somebody's house. You're not going to snap at him and yell at him.
Mm-hmm. Now, he said they were speaking Persian. You don't really speak, you speak Farsi or you speak Arabic, I believe.
Yeah, well, this says Persian, so who knows? This is ABC News.
Right.
So this might be Diane Sawyer after she went on a bender.
I speak fluent Canadian, just in case you need translation.
Yes. But you don't speak Mexican, though.
A little bit of Spanish.
Yeah.
Hola.
So anyway, they went to high school in Tehran, and the one friend, the one that hosted them, moved to Malaysia to study business information technology. He knew one of them, didn't know the other. And he knew that one of them was heading to Germany to visit his mother because they were having, quote, family problems.
Well, the mother was waiting for him at the airport, I thought.
Yes, she was waiting, but he said they were having family problems. He said they traveled very lightly, which is bizarre if you're moving to Germany or you're going there to visit relatives. He said all they had was a mountain climbing type backpack and a laptop computer. That was it. After he dropped them off at the airport, he called them on their cell phones. He said that one of them answered but then hung up on him very quickly. And then the other one answered, and they talked for 3 minutes.
So it's all speculation. We don't quite know, and hopefully we'll find out soon. But it could be. It could be the two Iranians.
It could be. You never know.
Right.
But that's kind of bizarre behavior.
Could be some of the suspicious characters I see here in the Hard Rock, too.
That's
quite
very true.
honestly.
All
Very,
right.
very, very suspicious characters.
Speaking of suspicious characters, what's going on the suspicious freeways?